Yogis, welcome back. Today I'm going to guide you through a short and gentle yoga sequence. So we will be using 2 blocks. If you don't have blocks, you can use books, a towel or a blanket, and then a bolster or a couch cushion. So you're going to place 1 block at the back of your mat, the highest length that it will go. The second one right in front of it at this medium length right here. And then you're going to grab your bolster and place it right on top and make it a bridge. And then with your blanket and your towel, you're just going to place it right in front. You're going to bring your lower back so it touches the edge of the bolster, and then very slowly just lean all the way back, resting your body on the bolster. Now you can cross your ankles, you can bring the soles of your feet together, or you can even bring your legs straight out in front of you. Your arms maybe resting down by your side, or maybe taking one hand to your heart, your other hand over your baby's heart, and just close the eyes. If you have an extra blanket or a towel, you can even wrap it around your legs. I'm just finding some stillness here. Getting comfortable. And let's take a big deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, side out. One more, inhale. And exhale, let it go. If you're feeling a little congested today, you can continue to breathe out of your mouth. But if you're feeling good, begin to breathe in and out of the nose. And immediately you should notice the shift in your body and your mind. Everything slowly begins to soften. Less chattering going on in the mind. And send all your breath down to baby's face. Send your breath throughout your entire body. Noticing the way the earth supports you and your baby. And just dedicating this chunk of time for you and baby to connect. Allowing this time for you to become really in tune with your body and your breath. And on your next inhalation, you're going to sweep your arms above your head, extend your legs out, giving yourself a nice wall-to-wall stretch, maybe taking circles with the wrist. Ankles, point flex the feet. And then come back to stillness. And you're going to bend your knees. You're going to bring your feet as wide as the mat so your knees fall into each other. So you're going to keep your feet exactly where they're at. We're just going to move our knees. So you're going to inhale here. Exhale, drop your knees over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the right. Left side, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, make your way back to center. You're going to heel toe your feet about hip width. We're going to come into figure 4. So you're going to take your left ankle on top of your right knee, keeping that foot flexed. So you can stay here with your left hand. You can even press in your left thigh just to spin that thigh open. Making sure that you're keeping your left foot flexed. Maybe just close the eyes here and just breathe. This is a great alternative for half pigeon. You can also do this seated in a chair or using the wall for support. And then release your left foot down. And now take your right ankle on top of the left, keeping your right foot flexed, staying here or pressing on your right thigh with your right hand, spinning that thigh open for a deeper stretch. And this should feel really good. If you've been experiencing any leg cramps or sciatica, half pigeon, figure four, these are great poses to take to really help alleviate those discomforts. And then slowly release. And then you're gonna roll onto your side, doesn't matter which one. And then using your hands to slowly help you come up to a comfortable seated position. And then let's move the bolster off to the side. We'll use it in a little bit. And same with our blocks. And then just grabbing your towel, folding it up, and then place it behind you. So you always want to make sure that we're sitting on something. We want to keep our hips higher than our knees. So we're going to keep our ankles aligned with one another. Take your hands to your knees. You're going to inhale, press your heart forward, and then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Inhale, heart presses forward. Big deep breath in, and then exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin. Last one, inhale, and exhale, round. So we're gonna inhale, press our heart forward. We're gonna move into our hip circles. You're gonna take your body over towards your right knee, back, over towards your left, and then forward again. So just continue to take these on your own. So those tilts that we just took, they're really great for helping baby to get in the right fetal position. They also help alleviate lower back discomfort. So we do these a lot in my class. We take them standing, tabletop, and seated. I also do them a lot with my birth doula clients if baby is in a sunny side up position, meaning that your baby's spine is pressing on your spine. And then opposite direction. So during pregnancy can just cause some back labor or some back discomfort, but in labor it can cause really intense lower back contractions. So you'd feel it all in your lower back, and it can mean a little more intense and longer labor. So we really want to make sure that we're helping baby get in that right fetal position, which is head down, spine resting on mom's belly. And then come back to center, taking your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards you or towards the back of the room. As you lift your chest up towards the ceiling, gently drop your head back. Relax your chest, your shoulders, your throat. Stay here or lift your hips up off the mat. And then tuck your chin to your chest, melt your hips all the way back down. And then you're just going to switch the crossing of the legs. Take your hands to your knees and then move back into your tilts. Moving to the rhythm of your breath. So we want to make sure that every pose that we take in prenatal yoga, we're really tuning into our breath. We're not rushing through it. And noticing how this side feels. So becoming very in tune with your body. What feels good to you? What doesn't feel good? And then on your next inhalation, pause there and move into your hip circles. And these hip circles are my absolute favorite. I'm just making them very fluid, very organic. And reverse, opposite direction. And then making your way back to center. And then taking your hands behind you, fingertips pointing towards you or towards the back of the room. Lift your chest up towards the ceiling, gently drop your head back. Stay here or maybe lift your hips up off the mat. And then tuck your chin to your chest, melt your hips all the way back down to your mat. So keeping your right leg in, you're just going to extend your left leg out to the side. Keeping that foot flexed, your toes are pointing up towards the ceiling. You're going to take your left hand to your left leg. Inhale, right arm rises. And then exhale, stretch over to the left. And inhale, Inhale, come back to center. You're gonna plant your right hand behind your bent knee as you sweep your left arm over your head. Your gaze is wherever it feels comfortable in your neck. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale over towards the left. Inhale. Exhale, take it back, stay here. Maybe lift your hips up off the mat. Inhale, center. Let's do that one more time. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, maybe stay here or lift your hips up off the mat. And then tuck your chin, lower your hips, make your way back to center. So keeping your right leg in, you're just gonna slide your left leg back. And sit nice and tall, lengthen the spine. We're gonna come into a gentle twist from here. So you're gonna inhale, sweep your arms above your head. And then exhale, you're gonna twist open to the right. Taking your right hand behind you to the base of your spine, your left hand can come to your right knee, or you can cross it all the way over to your left to create more space for baby. And then belly button is pointing forward, twisting from the bra strap up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist over to the right. And then inhale, arms rise as you make your way back to center. And then exhale over to the left, same thing with the arms. Inhale, arms rise, come back to center. And then exhale, release your arms down by your side. Sweep your left leg forward. Extend your right leg out to the side, keeping the foot flexed, toes are pointing up. Taking your right hand to your right leg. Inhale, left arm rises. And then exhale, stretch over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, over to the right. So we've been here before, so just move to your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, last round. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, take it back. And then tuck your chin, nod your hips all the way back down. Keeping your left leg forward, slide your right leg back. Sit nice and tall, lengthen the spine. And then inhale, arms rise. Exhale, twist open to the left. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, release the arms. Sweep your right leg forward. Taking your fingertips to your shoulders. You're just gonna take really big circles reaching forward. Relax the jaw. And reverse. Notice how this side feels. And then make your way back to center, and then release the arms. You're just gonna walk your hands forward, you're gonna cross your legs, you cross your ankles, and make your way to a comfortable tabletop position. So if your knees are feeling a little tender today, or if you're on hardwood floor like I am, or even tile, I highly recommend grabbing a blanket or a towel. And you're just gonna place it in the center of your mat just for extra support for your knees. And because during this gentle yoga sequence, we will be on our hands and knees a lot. If it's in the way and you just much rather have just your mat, you can always place it underneath your mat. So a little trick. So I'm gonna place mine on top and then grab both of your blocks. You're gonna place it at the top of your mat. So hands underneath the shoulders, your knees are directly underneath the hips, tops of your feet are flat on the mat. So you're gonna inhale, lengthen the spine rather than dropping the bellow and then just bringing your tailbone up. You wanna really lengthen the spine as you press your heart forward. And then exhale, round, hug your baby into your spine. Let your head just hang in between your arms. Let's do that one more time together. Inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, round, hug baby in, push the earth away, let your head hang in between your arms. So now continue to take these moving at your own pace, your own rhythm, at your own time. Maybe you want to sway the hips side to side. Maybe you want to add some circles. Just kind of free movement here. Whatever your body needs, whatever it's calling for today. Making sure that you're breathing. Your breath is the most important part of your practice and in childbirth. And now make your way back to neutral. You want to come into a child's pose. So take your knees wide, big toes touch, sit back on your heels, and then stretch both arms forward. You can rest your forehead all the way down to your mat, or you can take your block and just rest your forehead gently on your block. And take a big deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, side out. If this doesn't feel good, you can always come into a puppy pose. But just allow your body to be heavy. So every day in pregnancy is different. Your body is changing at such a rapid pace. So be gentle with yourself. Honor where you're at today. If something doesn't feel good, back off, modify. And if something feels good, only take it to those deeper spaces when they feel good to do so. But come back to this pose whenever you need to rest. And whenever you need a moment of stillness to ground yourself, to center. And on your next inhalation, you're going to rise into tabletop. Taking your hands underneath the shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. Stay here or tuck your toes, lift the hips, downward facing dog. If you've been experiencing any heartburn or any nausea, or if down dog just simply does not feel good, to stay in your tabletop position. But if down dog feels good, no heartburn, no nausea, just slowly pedal one knee at a time. So you want to press your heart towards your thighs, let your head just hang in between your arms. Lifting the hips up towards the ceiling, relax the pelvic floor, and then just slowly pedal one knee at a time. If your hamstrings are really tight, take your feet as wide as the mat. That will create more space for baby and help with the hamstrings. And then come back into down dog, or just stay in stillness. And take a big deep breath in, and then exhale, let it go. Gazing up at your fingertips, walking your hands back towards your feet. Inhale, halfway lift, hands on your shins or your thighs. You can also wrap your blocks. Place them right under your shoulders to help create added length. And then exhale, forward fold. Slight bend in both knees. Inhale, arms rise, come all the way to standing. And then exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, forward fold, slight bend in both knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, move your blocks off to the side. Walk your hands back to down dog. And then lower your knees down to your mat. Make your way to tabletop. So taking both blocks at the top of your mat. We're going to come into our low lunge. So you're going to walk your hands over towards the left as you step your right foot forward. Take your hands to your right thigh and then rise for low lunge. So if you're feeling a little out of balance, which you may during pregnancy because you have 50% more blood in the body, so your balance is off when you're pregnant, just take your stance wider and that will create more stability in the body. So your right knee is bent, your left leg is straight. You can keep your hands exactly where they're at, just resting on your right knee, or begin to reach your arms above your head. So starting with your left arm, and then your right. Your face is soft, your shoulders are relaxed. We're gonna take 2 cactus with the arms. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the chest. Broaden your collarbones. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, release your hands down to your mat. You're gonna grab both blocks. You're gonna come in and out of your half splits and low lunge. So I like taking my blocks to the inside of the leg. It just feels more comfortable for me that way. It feels like I can get a deeper stretch in the hips. But you can always take one block to the inside and then the other one to the outside. It's all preference. You do what works best for you. Pausing when you need to. Remember, don't rush through these. And then making your way back into your low lunge. You're going to release your hands down to your mat and then bring your right knee to meet your left. Again, just let that go. Sway the hips side to side. And then come back to stillness. Walk your hands over towards the right. Step your left foot forward. Take your hands to your left thigh and then rise. So pressing on your left thigh to lengthen the spine. Press your heart forward. Maybe taking your stance wider and staying here or reaching your right arm up first. And then your left. Shoulders relaxed, your face is soft. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cactus the arms, open up the chest. One more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, release your hands down, grab your blocks. Again, move in and out of your half splits. And low lunge. Noticing how this side feels. There's always one side that feels a little tighter than the other. So just breathe through it. And then come back into your low lunge. Release your hands down to your mat. And then bring your left knee to meet your right. Again, let that go. Sway the hips side to side. And then come back to neutral. You're going to lift your feet up off the mat. You're just going to point, flex the feet, roll the ankles. And then shake it out. Good. Cross your ankles. And then make your way to a comfortable seated position. So again, grabbing your blocks, or grabbing your blanket, placing it behind you, and then come seated on the edge. We're going to bring the soles of our feet together. Now, if you're experiencing any pubic discomfort, any sort of pelvic pain, you're going to want to keep your ankles crossed and avoid bringing the soles of your feet together. You can take your hands either to your shins, your ankles, or to your feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, hinge forward with a flat back. So making sure that there's no round in the spine and your heart is pressing forward. We round all day long, being on our phones and driving. We want to create a really long spine. And take a big deep breath in. And exhale, let it go. And inhale, come back to center. And then cross your ankles. Sit nice and tall. Inhale, sweep your arms above your head. And then exhale, release your right arm down to the side of your body as you stretch your left arm over. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, arms rise. And then exhale, release your arms down by your side. Bring your shoulders up to your ears, draw them back down. And then opposite direction. And one last thing, you're going to tilt your head down so your chin's to your chest. Inhale, take your neck over to the right. Center and over towards the left. And just continue to take these side to side. No need to rush through these. Breathing to baby. And then come back to center. Tilt your head all the way back and same thing. Over to the right. Center and to the left. That should feel really good. Pausing when you need to. Noticing that my left shoulder is just a little tense. Something in my neck and my shoulders. So I'm just going to pause there. And then come back to center. And close the eyes here. If you want to take one hand to your heart, the other one to babies. And just breathe. Tuning into that sound. into that rhythm that your baby hears and feels 24/7 of the day. And you may blink your eyes open. We're going to set up for Shavasana. So you can end your practice the same way that we started. You can lay on your left side. You can end your practice seated or even bringing your legs up the wall. I'm just going to end it laying on my side. Demonstrate it. So hopefully you're comfortable. And take a big deep breath in. And let it go. You're giving yourself permission to rest here. You deserve it. You work so hard taking care of everyone else. You need this time for you, Mama. You deserve it. You deserve this time to connect with baby. Allow your toes to be heavy, your feet. Relax your legs, your hips. Relax the sides of your body. Relax your hands, your arms, your shoulders. Relax your chest. Relax your throat, your jaw, your mouth. Relax your cheeks, your eyes, the space between your eyebrows, your forehead, and the crown of your head. And then send all that breath down to baby space. Breathing in light and calmness. Remember that you have all the answers within if you decide to tune in and listen. You know your body best. You know baby. If you are ready to end your practice, slowly begin to invite movement back into the body. Maybe rest your toes. If you would like to continue to lay in stillness, which I encourage it, stay exactly where you're at. If you're ready to move on, roll onto your favorite side, slowly helping yourself up to a comfortable seated position. And draw your hands to heart center. And close the eyes or soften the gaze. And inhale, sweep your arms above your head, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Thank you for allowing me to guide you through your practice today. I hope you feel a little lighter now than when you stepped into your mat. And trusting your wisdom as a mother, as a giver of life. And from my heart to yours, I bow in gratitude. Namaste.